Hey everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today we're reviewing the Ride1Up CF Racer1, a budget-friendly electric gravel bike. I know those two things don't normally go in the same sentence, but that's what we've got here today. Come along with us while we check it out. That's right, a carbon fiber electric bike from a low-cost, direct-to-consumer company. It's a brave new world, people. And with that comes brave new prices. This thing carries an MSRP of just $2,295. If you've walked through a bike shop lately, you'll know that's less than half of what you'd pay for most carbon fiber e-bikes, and honestly, it's probably less than a third of a lot of their prices. But with Ride1Up, they ship direct to consumer, meaning you don't have to pay bike shop prices and the dealer markup that comes with it. They make it easy to assemble the bike yourself with their welcome package and toolkit, and they even include a torque wrench, since you probably don't have one already. And let's face it, those torque ratings that you've been ignoring on your aluminum frame bike are a lot more important to pay attention to on a carbon fiber frame. Now, why carbon fiber, you might be asking? And the answer is simple. This is why. 28.6 pounds. That's less than 13 kilograms. This is crazy lightweight for an e-bike. How many electric bikes can you lift with one finger? Oh, and by the way, there are two colors available, but this rainbow black is absolutely beautiful. In the sun, the reflection of sunlight brings out a full spectrum of metal flake colors. In overcast skies, it just kind of looks like a black glossy bike, but in the direct sunlight, it is a light show for the senses, and it just looks so beautiful. That gray is nice, but the rainbow black, it is just so unique and interesting that I've fallen in love with this colorway. Alright, so we've got a lightweight carbon fiber gravel e-bike here, though it's not just a gravel bike. Mine is, but there's also a road version available, which is quite similar but basically just has different flaring to the bars and a slightly narrower street tire. And that's kind of the main difference between gravel and road bikes anyways, since gravel bikes are really just road bikes meant to be a bit more robust and get more adventurous. I prefer the gravel version of the bike here though, since you can ride it on the street, but you can also take it onto the trails and have more off-road fun with it. Now if you've never ridden a road bike before, well then this probably isn't a bike you're considering. But if you have, then you'll already be familiar with drop bars. You can lower down into a tighter tuck for super aerodynamic riding, though I prefer to just stay up on the horns since I'm not a very tucked riding kind of guy personally. Plus, I like having the brake levers at easy reach just in case the unexpected happens. Those SRAM brakes and shifters also might be foreign to some new riders to this type of bike if you're not familiar with road bikes, but they're quite easy to use and they let you run through your 11 gears with a single click of the paddle shifter, or you can shed multiple gears at once and downshift quickly by pushing the paddle in even further. If you're not familiar with these types of bars, brakes, or shifters, that's totally fine, and it's not surprising, since that's exactly what Ride1Up is doing here. They're taking the type of bikes that are normally only found in the higher society of cycling, and they're bringing them to us, the masses, at prices we can finally afford. Now that doesn't mean there aren't some sacrifices here. Yeah, we're looking at good parts, but these are not the upper crusty, super top shelf parts you'll find in most bike shops. Even so, they work great for normies like you and me. The other sacrifice though is that to get a super lightweight bike like this, we've had to give up some performance. There's not a massive motor or battery here. Instead, we're getting a modest 42 Newton meters of torque out of that 250 watt rear motor, and we get a 36 volt 7 amp hour battery built into the frame for 250 watt hours of capacity. The battery is removable for servicing, but not for everyday charging, so keep that in mind. Now, these performance figures might sound weak if you're used to a 65 pound, 750 watt fat tire e-bike, but this is a different kind of ride. It's a true class 3 pedal assist bike, meaning yes, you can get up to 28 miles per hour, but no, there's no throttle to speak of. These types of bikes are meant for folks that don't mind pedaling along, and in fact enjoy it as part of the experience. This is a cyclist's e-bike, not a motorcycle in an e-bike form factor, so you've got to know that going in. That being said, I would have loved to see a true torque sensor on the bike instead of the cadence sensor it comes with. But again, this is a bike meant for cyclists, and so if you're on your own for the first second while that pedal lag catches up on starts, that's probably not going to be a deal breaker. And when you're riding at constant speed, like these types of bikes are generally doing, you're really not going to feel the difference between a cadence sensor and a torque sensor most of the time. So here's the big summary. If you're on the hunt for a low-cost gravel e-bike, you're not really going to be able to do better than this, at least not with a carbon fiber frame and these components for under $2,300. For anyone looking for a cyclist's electric gravel bike or an e-road bike, this is a winner right here.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed that review of the CF Racer1. If you did, why don't you give this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.